Hello and welcome everyone, this is the VG Pierce. I'll be coming at you with some Season 15 action from the Cabal Vision Champions Cup playoffs, and we are in round 2 and already games are being played, and this has to be done very quickly as we are in a little bit of a tight schedule, just a little bit. And so Spartaco already being played has taken out Crystal Hunter, but he has a World Cup ticket, and so we will be seeing more Crystal Hunter in the World Cup. So now we are going to see who are going to be advancing into the next round, the quarterfinals, and we are going to cover the human team taking on this high elf team. So yes, let's go ahead and do that, shall we, as we are going to get into the game. And in my preliminary prediction, I was saying here that perhaps this human team might be a little bit of a fluke here, but they are playing against a high elf team, another race which is a little bit difficult to handle as well. But I really think Velihopea has something planned for us today. So will the human team be able to advance, or will they falter? We'll see. Velihopea piloting the Bad Wyverns, the human team taking on this high elf team coached by Geryon. Fast and free. Are they really fast and free? Well, we're about to see just how fast and free they really are in just a moment, as we are taking a look at this coin toss. And of course, humans, they always have the underdog status, I really feel like, and in this game it may be no different. However, perhaps this guy right here, Mighty Blow, piling on tackle ability, may be able to do something here today. But it looks like the high elf team gonna opt to receive the ball as the human team setting up to be on defense. But let's just take a quick look at both of these team stats real quick. I really apologize for the first round. I really did not have that much time to do the first round at all. I had some company in, so had to play host. But now in round 2, I am going to do just a few games here, and then afterwards get into the semifinals and then the finals, the grand finals for Champions Cup 15, and then the World Cup, guys. That's right, guys. Block with that sidestep and the dodge catch for that catcher right there, and then of course this human team right over here with sprint, sidestep, and also the sure hands block for that catcher over there, and then the Mighty Blow piling on with that tackle ability, with that dauntless for that blitzer. As I said in this opening, if this guy gets really crazy and breaks the armor of the high elf team, then this could be a good win for him to have. But we'll see though. Another lineman here with that 30 player with that wrestle ability. This one here with guard. This one also with the guard ability and the dauntless. Then the +1 in agility with the frenzy and the tackle ability for that blitzer over there on the left. And then more here for the guard block and the dodge ability for that blitzer, and then the other blitzer in the front line, it seems, for this human team. A couple of guys come in. This one here, just level 1 catcher, and then the level 1 lineman. Definitely going to need these guys. And then this high elf team, boy oh boy, they are in for it. Oh yes, and of course, did I miss the big ogre standing right in front of me? Also going to have the guard ability on him, so we'll see if this big guy can come on. And then next up, the high elf team +1 in movement allowance with that guard and the blodge ability on him, and then the more blodge and the sidestep ability, and then blodge tackle with that sidestep ability on that line elf in the front line. And then of course, yes, he's gonna have the catchers with the tackle and the block and the sidestep ability, and then a line elf there on the far right, and then a block with the far left there, and then of course the other catcher with that diving tackle, block, and the sidestep here, and then more block here for the other catcher, and then a bunch of line elves come in with just the level 1 ability, and then one more line elf that could possibly come in just in case the blitzer does indeed get a little too crazy with the mighty blows. Human team setting up on the defensive side of the ball, and we'll see if my prediction will come true. So far, my prediction's looking really good in the first round, guys. I mean, I think I only got 4 incorrect out of the 16 games, so that's pretty darn good. I mean, what, 75% in the first round, where It's just, you just never know what's going to happen, right, Nuffle? But really, it's because a lot of the coaches returning into the rounds, and I'm able to just know what's going on, know how each of the coaches are going to be playing, and so without too many new players here in the first round, I was able to give a little bit of a more accurate depiction. And you know, I've done that before, where in my own league, just recently for the World Cup qualifiers, I looked at the cup for the knockout stage of the World Cup qualifiers, and I just blind picked everything. Ooh, blitz on kickoff, that's going to really help the human team. And I blind picked all of the winners without even looking at the teams, just based on the perception of skill of the coach. And I have to say, I'm #1 in the pick predictions thus far. So I kind of let you know just how much skill Blood Bowl really is. It's not just about luck. There's a nice big hit, and as I said before, the blitzer here, Red Viper really needs to get online if he has any hope of his team winning. This human team needs to get all those bashes and take out as many elves as he possibly can, and then get the victory. I mean, that's definitely what he needs to do. And if the high elf team is really paying attention, needs to take out that blitzer before he does get a little bit too dangerous. But with that blitz, able to get the injury in the first bits, and then put the catcher right underneath the ball. And boy, this blitz needs to come out well for this high elf team. Needs to get the blitz on, needs to get it done here with the guy with that tackle ability. And he does have a couple of them in range, but he will do it here with this guy and get the 3 dice just to make sure. And he does get the defender down, dive, sidestep. He's going to try to get here to this right side, maybe get the fail pickup or something like that, or perhaps keep it in a good spot for his fellow humans to perhaps be able to pounce upon. You just never know. And right now, this high elves should be able to recover from that. Get that ball picked up, unless he gets a little bit nuffled here, but no nuffle for any of that. And so the blitz gonna be okay-ish. Elves are just gonna have to drop back a little bit, but with the high movement allowance and also the nice 4 agility for all the elves, it's just gonna be one of those things in which they're just gonna have so much firepower. You can definitely move that ball up the pitch. Even they're way back here, as you can see here. So I'm not too concerned at the moment. It's gonna fail that dodge there at the end, but no big deal. Last elf to move, and so gonna let that one fall to the wayside as we begin the humans turn finally on the first turn here. Ogre is gonna be moving up, big guy there. And recently in a chat, I've actually been in a interview so far with Bernie Buffin's channel on his audio. Oh great, I forgot what it's called. But basically, he did ask me what I thought, who I thought was going to be the worst big guy in the game, and you know, plenty of big guys come to mind. A bunch of them that are really stupid, such as the trolls and things like that. But the one thing that I have to say is that, well, you know what, the orc team thinks, and those guys can kind of go without the troll and be all right. But the human team, they kind of just need to get the ogre, and if they don't get him, then it's like, okay, they're a little bit gimped if they don't get him. But because they have to get him, then they could be in for a little bit of nothing if he doesn't really get online and do much with himself. So that's kind of why I pointed out this human ogre. I know you guys might want to disagree with that, but that's just kind of how I felt about it. Geryon, nice to see you today. We are casting your match right here, right now. High elf team taking on this human team. And as I said before, this high elf team should be able to recover. Humans are able to put up a lot of pressure though, so if any nuffling does occur, this high elf team might be in for it. But as I said before, 4 agility, lots of dodge, or is there enough dodge? Gonna get 1 in 36 right there, and look at that, the ball carrier gonna be wide open for the blitz. What a dream this human team is looking at the moment, and with the tackle, mighty blow breathing down his neck, he will definitely get blitzed down by that man right there. Oh no. But high elves, if he doesn't get injured by this blitz coming up from this tackle mighty blow blitzer, then he should still be able to right the ship. But again, if there's going to be any more nuffling, then High Elves going to get more injuries out on their team. Humans are loving that. And there we go. That's what I'm talking about here. That big guy right there. Just not so great for the humans, but they kind of need to grab him up. As you can see, and look, he's already got guard, but as you can see there, when he does bonehead, he does drop the tackle zones, and the guard's just no longer in play. So, I mean, it's going to be one of those things. Here comes the blitz here with the tackle. Blitzer as promised. And there's going to be the hit. Going to hit him to the right side and get the armor value break. Just going to be a stun right there. But ball is going to be out. And, oh, look at that. The Mighty Blow is going to be putting in the +1 to the injury roll. And there you go. He's going to go out with the KO. And there, the ball is in a great spot here. Humans, maybe they'll pick this ball up. Looks like he's going to just mark it up for the time being, though. He is looking pretty strong now, in a great position. High Elves couldn't really afford it. That guy going out with the KO. He's just down to 2 guys right there holding up this left side, and really needs to get to the ball pretty soon. But humans haven't picked it up yet, and as I've always said, you don't really want to leave it on the floor if you are going to be playing against a 4 agility team. There you go. It's going to be able to pry off one of the guys marking the ball, and then should be able to pick it up on a 3+. That's not a tremendous deal here. So now we just have to wait, and we just have to see. High Elves then have a guy with the sure hands, it looks like, and I don't really remember going over a guy with that skill, but there you go. Paralyzer Babe here for the human team as well, or actually for the High Elf team, as the humans are going to be slightly in there. Diving tackle. He's going to stop him up here. Oh man, what a big deal there. I mean, not diving tackle. I mean, it's going to be a missed dodge there, not a diving tackle. I don't know what I'm calling out there, guys. I'm just spewing out craziness now. But the 1 in 36 on the dodge, and oh no, that is horrible news. And as I said before, High Elves should have been able to recover even with the blitz, but unfortunately, a 1 in 36 earlier, and now another 1 in 36 on the dice. Oh man, that's just a nightmare. You know, I played a Dark Elf team. They're my #1 team to be playing in. As an Elven coach, I have to say, if there's going to be plenty of ones, especially back-to-back ones like this, it's just really weighs heavily upon you. And there you go, another bonehead here by the big guy, and oh man, just unreliable. I mean, just unreliable. But when he does get online, and he is going to be a big threat in the center of the pitch, then he's going to be wonderful. And then if he gets some injuries out with his Mighty Blow inherent, then should be a good time for the human team. But dirty player. Yes, a nice big injury, and finally High Elves are going to be forced to use the Apothecary, but there, the Apothecary not going to be saving him. Another 5 there on the dice roll, and that is very bad from the get-go. Blitz on the kickoff, and then a couple of 1 in 36s later, and this is where it goes to, where it drops. High Elves, all they can do now is get the blitz on and try to get the ball to scatter in a better spot for him to maybe pick this ball up, but it is unfortunately still going to be marked up by 2 players. But it doesn't matter when you're rolling 6s, but it does matter when you're continuing to roll 1s on the dodge away. Will he get stoppered up once again? No, he's not, but he's going to be able to try to get the throw off here. Looks like a 4+, but the interception! Interception! Oh, no! Interception on the 6 and the 6 only. Oh man! Oh man, that was definitely a... Oh no! Humans. High Elves looked like they were about to right the ship just... And right when he saw the light, the interception comes out from the human team. What a blessing for the human team. High Elves can't believe what's going on. Oh my gosh, Nuffle. He is just a dirty, dirty beast. Geryon. He's just going ugh in the chat right now. And I don't blame him, because I have seen this before myself, where season, I think 3, semifinals I was playing, and I was on my way. Thank you for that subscription, Glenn. Really appreciate that, my friend. But semifinals, Dark Elves versus Dark Elves. They got a blitz very similar to what you see here, and I was riding the ship here. They got the ball. I was able to blitz the ball out. Was able to ride the ship, get the ball out, but then a failed 1 in 36, just like you see here. And then I got the ball out, but then afterwards I still was able to get the ball out, and then I threw the ball because of course the other team, the Dark Elf team, was all over the pitch here, and then I also got intercepted just like this. And needless to say, after that I hadn't played Blood Bowl for quite a few months. And yes, I'm totally seeing it the second time around, Geryon, and this is exactly what happened to me, except I was the Dark Elves playing against another Dark Elf team. Oh boy. And of course, after the well, actually it was the other way around. They got the blitz, they got the ball, I blitzed it out of them, and then I got intercepted. I was able to get the ball back from the interception, and then the failed 1 in 36 to cover the cage just did not happen. Of course, after that, it was just game over. Turn 6 now for this human team. Got the hard cage going here in the center. Looking quite strong now. Not only that, but has the huge numbers advantage. High Elves really need some armor value breaks, starting with that one, but really need to see some injuries coming out as well, and it's just not coming out at the moment. There's going to be the dodge right there, the 3+, 2+, but unfortunately dodges haven't been working out. More 1s on the dice roll, but it didn't matter. 2 would have been suffice, but oh yes, this is just looking quite bad now. Humans, this, if you were rooting for the human team, this is it right here. Should be able to take the score in, barring any nuffling here done by Nuffle himself. Humans could just coast on in, I do believe, but we'll see. And I mean, heck, he can probably hold it for a couple more turns. Doesn't even need to score it right away. Geryon down to the 7th turn. Humans, I think they're just gonna hold it. I think they are. Yes, indeed. Look at that, +1 in agility. Blitzer. It's got that frenzy, so that's going to be great. You frenzy blitz with them, and then afterwards you bail yourself out by dodging away. Pretty good stuff. Gonna get the cage up once again. Elves can't really do much about this at this point. Couple of elves here still standing up, but that's it. Ogres not even gonna need to move, just gonna be standing right there, hold back the blitzer for this time being. Doesn't even want to roll the 1 on that bonehead. And there's the blitz here, trying to get around to this left side. There's the 1-die blitz, look at that. And this lineman has the ball with the 3 strength, and of course no guard here, so it was going to be a 1-die blitz, but just going to be a push there on the dice roll, and unfortunately not going to be able to get that ball out. Wow, look at that, just dodging through a whole bunch of tackle zones, getting there and just getting there in time, but unfortunately not going to get that ball out now. So it's going to put a little pressure up. I think this might be good enough here to force the human team to score, and with that, High Elves may be able to do something with the ball with 1 more turn left to play, but I kind of doubt it with just loads of injuries there for this High Elf team on this left side. Yeah, well, I don't know, Geryon. At this point, he could have just done anything, and it was pretty risky for him to, or it was pretty not risky, but he knew that you would have had to roll a whole bunch of dice to get there, and you did. Humans, looks like he's just gonna put up a big old screen here with the ball carrier. Yeah, there we go. After getting some nice down dice there, the dice are looking so good for this human team as well. I mean, this is just a killer right now. Absolute killer. Turn 8 now. High Elves, all they can do is hope for some crazy wild action to happen. But there, the movement and the dodge through, trying to get there, but unfortunately failing the first dodge out. Not going to get more rerolls here. And that's it. There's another bonehead. Ogre, just like I said before in the beginning, and as I've said before too, I do not watch any of these replays ahead of time. I mean, unfortunately, I try not to look at the score, but unfortunately I see the score. But I have to say that, man, this Ogre living up to the worst big guy, because it's just one of the things, like I said, the human team has to purchase them. Otherwise, it just feels like they're short on power in the front line. But then, when they do get them and they bonehead a lot, then it's like, oh, that's what, like it's like you're playing with one less person on the pitch. The human team really needs a wild animal. That's what they really need, not this ogre business. But I guess the ogre does make more sense for this human team. On value 9 and all. There we go. Humans will get the touchdown right there. 1-0. Velihopea gonna get that ball away from the high elf possession half, and boy, this is one of those times in which the high elves probably would have wished that he would have kicked off instead of receiving it there. Yes, hindsight is just 2020. Halftime now, 1-0. Like I said, human team in the driver's seat now. All they need to do is get down the pitch, score it by the end, and get the easy W. But nothing is easy when you have Nuffle as the Blood Bowl god. I'll tell you that much. At least the High Elves are going to be sporting a Bloodweiser Babe, so AKO's personnel has come back for this High Elf team, so it's going to be sporting, let's see here, 9 players here on the pitch. Should be a sufficient-ish, but humans, boy, they've been looking quite good, and with that first half score on the possession half of the High Elves, you definitely have to believe they're brimming with confidence at the moment, and probably going to try to get aggressive here, just try to score it themselves. No need to play keep away here from a 11-on-9 on the pitch. Nice little high kick as well. No blitz for the High Elf team. As this human team, all they really need to do is just play solid Blood Bowl. And as I've said before, one of the toughest things to do in Blood Bowl is just to play solid and just take the win. Oh, the big death injury. Big death injury. And with the Apothecary used up already, even though it's going to be a level 1 line elf, it just whittles them down even further. Boy, human team saying, hey, look, guys, I could play Bash as well. This is the humans after all, and they can play pass, they can play whatever, they just need the skills to do it. And there you go. Boy, this has just been a very bashy human game, and this is looking quite good now. High Elves definitely going to be looking at that and going, OMG, what have I got myself into? Joania, nice to see you today. Yeah, so far, loads of ones in the first half, and the blitz on the kickoff as well just doesn't do any good whatsoever. And there's going to be the try here. The Elven team really needs to get quite aggressive. Look at that 4+ dodge in there, and that's precisely what it needs. But more ones on the dice with the armor value break. Look at that. Was going to get the blitz in after all and try to get that ball out, but unfortunately gonna be missing the easiest of all the dodges. Look at that, got the 4+ dodge in there to get the assist in with the guard, trying to get a 2-die blitz in, but in the end gonna fail it and get himself a little bit stunned for it. Humans though, they're gonna be trying to not move the ball here and just keep the High Elves away from this cage, and get these hits in as well. Look at that mighty blow piling on trying to get more out of it. Ooh, it looks like he's going to get a little bit more, but just going to be stunned there. And of course the human team, they'll take it for this time being. More 2-die blocks in. Dice so good for the human team, but the elves, they are falling one by one here to the human onslaught. Not too many times you get to say that on my videos here. Humans, they're just out bashing the other team. It's just, this is going to be one of those things you just don't hear very much. There's going to be the Frenzy Blitzing, 2-die, and humans. This is why we grab Frenzy for those surfs. And there you go. Going to get the 2-die Frenzy Blitz. And we'll be able to remove a Elven personnel off the pitch. And with that, just going to see what 6 elves on the pitch here. And humans are definitely going to try to hold the ball for as long as he possibly can here. All the way up into the end. Hell, he doesn't even need to score it. Elves really need to continue just playing this aggressive type of Blood Bowl. And there you go. Gonna get the double defender. Oh, gonna get the defender down. Defender stumbles. And of course, with the blitzer, without the dodge, he's gonna get the ball in. Oh, no. The scatter is horrible. Got the miracle blitz, but the ball scatters right into the hands here. More high rolls being succeeded on the 6. Humans getting all the breaks. And did I say breaks? Yeah, there you go, right there. Gonna get more breaks, literally and figuratively. Nuffle, you dirty beast, you. More impossible rolls being done, but the ball is gonna scatter right into the hands of the human blitzer, or the lineman there, with the guard ability. And of course the human team, they're just going to hold the ball, right? I mean, they're not going to try to hand it off. They're not going to do anything fancy with it. But there's yet another injury on the high elves. And ouch time. Humans, they're not letting up. They're going to try to get some more hits in. Dirty player, that's why we get that skill. Like I've said before, the 5 things in Blood Bowl. And there's one of them. Somebody here that can do the fouls. And coming in. Oh gosh, he's looking so good now for the human team. I say, if they lose this game, I will be shocked and amazed. I'll tell you that much. But this is just pretty much GG. We've seen it so many times before. All you veterans out there, Blood Bowl. I mean, how many times you play an agility team and then you're just left with just 4 or 5 guys left on the pitch, and all you're left with is just cage dives, miracle moves in there, and counting on that to happen is just, you're just asking for a lot of tears, lots of tasty tears. Absolutely ugly. And like I said before, this is just one of those games where you just have to stop playing Blood Bowl for a little bit sometimes. But it appears Geryon, well, you know, looks like he's just gonna roll with the punches. And no World Cup showing here for him, unfortunately. Boy, this high elf team. Who would have thought, right? But I did choose this human team to win this game, so I guess I did. First time that this team imploded on you, and it just so happened to be in the playoffs. Well, there you go, death entry there, and the hero is being sent off. Dirty player sent off after causing a couple of big injuries and another death injury. So even if the high elves somehow pull off the miracle, do they even want to carry on? I don't even think so. And with that blitz, it just symbolizes that it is going to be over. Now he's just trying to get some hits in, trying to sour the human team as well, but unfortunately not going to be able to do so. Hey, Super Winnie, nice to see you today. Let you guys go away. More Blood Bowl coverage, as I am really busy tomorrow as well. So I was going to do it tomorrow on Sunday, but then I thought, oh my gosh, I have more things to do. So I'm doing it really late on Saturday night for me. So there you go. Humans gonna just walk up though. gonna get surrounded by his entourage, and that's it. But we are gonna have a few more Blood Bowl games to be casted here. Next up, Andy Davo taking on a Skaven team. So we'll see how that's gonna go. The number 2 player in the world, and looking like he is going to maybe earn the ticket in this cup. If you are watching for the first time, of course, top 4 players in Champions Cup for 14 and 15, they will receive a ticket to the 2018 Blood Bowl 2 World Cup. Not only that, first place will still receive 500 euros, 250 for second place, third and fourth place, 100 euros apiece. Nice little payday here, if you asked me. But with the High Elves just going to be blitzing down these humans here, and that's pretty much signaling GG, my friend. GG. Man, Geryon, this is just tough to watch right here. Elves pretty much lost the game by, I think, the 12th turn, I do believe. Humans though are gonna score it, make it 2-0. Why not? Elves were probably just gonna lay down, and it's not really sporting to just continue to foul, so gonna make the High Elves stand right back up after the 2-0. And with just, what, 4 or 5 elves here left to play? 6 elves. They are likely not going to do too much with the ball, as they are doubled here on the pitch, basically. 6 on 11. Ouch. Absolutely ouch. But hey, you know what? At least the High Elves will be able to maybe at least make it look good. Maybe get the score in 2-1, and then say, hey, look, guys, I just barely lost by 1. It wasn't just a shit show, you know. There we go. Gonna fix up the guys, and we are going to get the likely one of the final kicks with the quick snap. We'll be able to move 1 and get his guys out of a little bit of a danger here. I'm going to be able to get his guys into better positioning here for perhaps a very quick touchdown there for this High Elf team. So, going to need to open up a space there. There's going to be the space opened up with that blitz and the fly down the pitch. Of course, the 2 tacklers going to be waiting here in the center. So, going to have to just hope and pray there. And now with the ball being on the left side, actually has the outlet guy right there for this pass. And going to do a couple of GFIs here to get into a 4+ pass, it looks like. 3+ pass. 3+ pass into a 2+ handoff. And then likely going to try to move down the pitch. Screen is already being created here from the High Elf support. But likely still going to be blitzed down. Humans are definitely going to try to blitz down one of these guys here and then get the touch on here. Should be able to still be able to maybe get a guy to be in the face there, and he does. There we go. The catcher around the right side actually opting to, he was going to put him right there, screen up, but then thought about it and was like, you know what, I'm gonna go right there. But that does mean now the catcher is going to be touching him. And there's the guard right there, sticking right there in front. Geryon here in chat says, well, at this point mentally I was just out of it. No chance to win unless there's going to be a couple of riots on the pitch, and then, I don't know, a riot and a blitz or something. I don't even know. No, a riot and blitz is not possible, but it's just going to be one of those things in which needs a miracle. High Elves need to score it here, and after that perhaps get a riot, and then the ball gets kicked short, and then the human team can't pick the ball up. I don't know, something like that. But there's the 2-dive blitz coming up after posting up, and then after that, the ball is going to come out easily. And what? You didn't catch it here on the 6? Come on, man. All the rest of you guys did. Humans. Oh, man. Going to get that blitz here out, and the ball is on the dance floor. High Elves, all they could do now is hope that they don't give up yet another touchdown here, because the human team has a fly down the pitch just like that, and may be able to get it 3-0 after the failed perhaps dodge. The blitz, yeah, it's going to be yet another failed dodge on the 4+, and not going to be able to get to the ball. Humans are going to have a shot here for a final touchdown. Oh, the 1 in 36 is going to come out though. Hey, you know, the human team can't say that they didn't get their share of 1 in 36s, but unfortunately, not going to be ones that are costing him the game. Yeah, probably a little power outage in Finland. Yeah, that would be a little bit nice there. We should see the ball picked up pretty soon, and then the throw, and then the handoff. But oh, looks like the pickup failure is going to happen, and not going to see any type of play there by the end. So the humans, boy, oh boy, 2-0. Can't believe that. Oh, ooh, maybe a chance at the ball, but right there pretty much caps how this game has gone for this High Elf team. Not very good at all. 2-0 as the human team rolls on. And as you can see there, for this fast and free, loads of ones on the dice. Does also have equal share of 4s and 6s as well, but the back-to-back ones, the chains, and that is the killer right there. You feel like you've rolled way more ones than that, right? But unfortunately, they just came back-to-back, and that is what basically lost it here for the High Elves. I mean, a bad first half with that blitz, and also combined with all the injuries, just too much for anyone to handle. Not a problem, Geryon, not a problem. Thank you for playing. 2-0. Velihopea goes on to the quarterfinals. One more win for him, and he may see the World Cup ticket, but going to be facing up against it. Ungern, already with his World Cup ticket, doesn't care if he loses it to Crucifer right there, if that is going to happen, but we'll see though. Next up though, Elliot. Skaven sees poor man's Underworld taking on Andy Davos' Chaos team. Smile, you're on camera, where he is just unconscious here. Andy Davo going with just one loss, already being qualified. He did play a couple more games in which he lost, but my goodness, so strong. Number 2 player in the world with the Dark Elf team. So we'll see how that's going to play out in just a few. Don't you guys go away. If you guys haven't already, please hit that follow button and that subscription button if you are watching After the Fact on YouTube, while I go grab a quick drink here to wet my lips, and we are going to see this match coming up in just 20-30 seconds. Don't you guys go away.